Good morning, Taurus, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I'd certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay? So, Taurus, what I like to do is to get you started with your romantic reading. Okay? And this reading is valid until the end of this year. All right? So, in this reading, I like to better facilitate your ability to make a crucial decision. Because let's face it, Taurus, all relationships tend to sour. And when it time comes where you're just feeling so stressed out, you're almost at a point where you're about to make a decision whether to stay or whether it might be in your best interest to move forward in a different direction. So, with that said, I'm going to go on today and use my gilded Lenormand's deck in order to illustrate your reading. All right. And we're going to see what your chances might be so that you can make this informed decision. All right. So, Spirit, okay. Spirit, what messages would you like for me to share to Taurus in regards to this situation? And Taurus, keep in mind, this reading will not and may not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking. And if it does, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and share it to others to whom you think might, in fact, benefit. All right? So I'm going to start off by just pulling a few cards from the bottom of the deck just to get a sense of the energies pervading you. Okay? Pervading this question. All right. Okay. I'm going to pull quite a few, ladies and gentlemen. We have, wow, the fox. We have the ring. And I'm going to go back and give you a good story about what these means after I finish selecting them. We have the mask. Okay, you can see that these cards are looking fairly negative so far. We have the clock. And ladies and gentlemen, these two cards, both the clock as well as the mask, are cards you wouldn't ordinarily see in a Lenormand's deck, as there are only 36 cards. But since this is more of an advanced deck, this is why these are here. Then you have the whip or the rod. You have the clouds. And I'm going to pull one more card. You have the wishing well, which is also an added card to Lenormand's. Okay? So now let's go on and just kind of break it down in terms of doing a few observations, general observations, and then I'm going to give you a more consolidated story. I'm certainly seeing some type of deception surrounding a proposal here with those two cards, or a false type agreement here, because we also have the mask here. So somebody is trying to play you in a sense. I'm seeing a bond, a romantic bond, ladies and gentlemen, that appears to be fruitless or worthless, fake, due to the fact that someone is wearing a mask. I'm seeing also a pattern of continuous trouble, as if someone is just driving circles around you here. You know, I'm seeing a lot of arguments, addictions of all sorts, and a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, as if you are just simply trying to beat a dead horse and trying to somehow resurrect the dead here with this person. Okay? Because of all of the misery, suffering, and challenges that I see that are indeed imminent to come, particularly should you make make a haphazard decision, okay? You really need to get more in tune with what it is that you really want, because someone is certainly playing you or playing your intelligence, or they're going to try. Okay, so don't believe a word that he or she might say. For this person, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly one whom you certainly can't trust. And he or she is up to no good and has ulterior motives for really wanting to kind of establish anything with you. All right. And then you have, let's see, you have the clock and you have the rod here. So your connection with this person won't improve. Not, at least not during this time period. So many of you need to take action now and definitely think before you leap. I'm picking up in terms of description a lot of fire type energy here. It could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy, or they may have that aspect in their chart. Okay? So again, the message here is to keep a watchful eye because someone is trying to trap you, and this person is very attractive yet very, very toxic. A con artist. I'm picking up both a shorter as well as a heavier set person. And this person will propose. An engagement is going to be false because it looks like this person knows how to push your buttons and you tend to believe everything that he or she says. Okay? I'm also picking up someone possibly older. Very, very sexual. Nice body. Okay? And I feel that some of you will enter, or many of you might even decide to proceed to re-enter or enter this toxic situation where I see you having amazing sex, but you're going to be constantly arguing, fighting, because it's due to your person's duplicitous, irrational behavior. Because I see, as I can't stress this, I'm seeing a lot of drug and alcohol abuse involved in your situation here. So again, I have to tell you to be very, very cautious. And then you have the wishing well there. That card is asking you that it's time that you really probe your situation a little further, or probe into your situation, because things may not be what they seem. It also says that while you might get your wish, because many of you still love this person, and I feel that it is more so connected with an ex. Okay? Be very careful. Okay? Because this person appears to be very, very, very insecure, very jealous, and at times very controlling, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So it kind of causes a relationship to become very draining. All right? So let's go on and just look at your cards of what option A might bring. Okay? Let's see what those cards entail here. I'm going to pull 3 cards for option A, and then we're going to do it for option B, and then we're just going to do an analysis of each option to see which one is best. We have the moon. Put these up. We have the moon. So option A. We have the coffin. And we have the man. All right. So the moon certainly is a resounding yes. The coffin is certainly a maybe yes, because it's almost like the death card when you're trying to make a change in the tarot. And the man card is also a yes card. All right. Let's pull 3 cards to represent option B. 3 cards to represent option B. We have the path, right, or either the doorway. We have the sit, okay, and we have the compass, which is also one of those added cards here, okay. So with the pathway here, that's maybe yes. The sit is a maybe yes. The compass is a yes or maybe yes because it gives you direction here. So both options appear to be okay here, but let's examine it a little bit further here, okay? Because now let's go back to option A and see why, and examine it more closely here, okay? So while option A shows that an auspicious turn of events might occur here with this moon card, Love seems to be lacking here because you have this coffin. I see a lot of lack of love. A lot of lack of love here. Okay? And emotion seems to have soured here, particularly if you were to go into that direction or remain in the status quo here. I see a lot of depression with your connection with this man, okay, here, or gentleman. Alternatively, this card could represent your feelings towards another. You know, I'm feeling that your situation, it looks like it appears to be a bit dead end here. And guess why? There's a lot of cheating here. You know, this shorter person here that's cheating so much, always cheating, looking for the next best catch. So much so that if you continue on maintaining the status quo, I see a very painful separation or divorce that's going to certainly happen. All right. So again, I see disaster, even though this seems to be appear by the yes or no's to be a viable option that you can take. Is not going to get better until you improve it. Perhaps it might have a chance to, but at this point, no. All right. Let's look at your option B here to see what cards come out there. We already selected a few cards here. Let me just pull out those cards. Get those cards back out for you. Hold on a second. Because with option B, ladies and gentlemen, you have the path here. All right. You have the sit, right? And you have the compass here. All right. I'm going to pull a few more cards here to add to that as well. You also have the ladder, okay? You have the child. Again, these are all good positive cards if you were to go in option B. And you have the clover ending there. So what I'm seeing here with option B, ladies and gentlemen, is that you're going to certainly have to make a decision here, all right, with that card here to let go of option A. And it's going to be painful for you because you're going to have to cut someone off so you can move forward to your future, right? And the compass shows here that you're moving in the right direction by doing so. And you put considerable effort into the situation with option A, okay? And you know you've done your best, okay? But I see you meeting someone new, all right? Someone new is coming in, athletic. Person is going to be a bit younger and might be a little immature, but you might could work with it, okay, Taurus? And things are going to end on a very positive note here because you have the clover. So these cards are certainly urgent that you be patient, okay? And that while you're waiting for these things to kind of happen for you, work on healing yourself, okay, Taurus? And if at first you don't succeed, Taurus, brush yourself off or dust yourself off and try again, okay? See the bigger picture and surrender fear and frustration. Be realistic and be a bit more truthful, Taurus, to yourself. And that's very, very important moving forward here, okay? So now, Taurus, I'm going to help you identify this snake, this person wearing this mask, around whom you might want to consider being a bit more vigilant. Okay, I'm going to go on and just pull some cards for that. Letters here. In my bag of 200 letters. Spirit, guide me to the correct 200 letters to help cards identify who this person might be. Okay. We have Taurus, an E, an S, a Y, W, T, E, another E. We have an N, an I, S, another I, L, E, A, D, A. Okay, we have a R. Let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. I'm going to pick 3 more. Taurus, we have a U. A Q. We have a U, and we have a B. All right, so let me call those back to make sure that you have them, Taurus. There's one Y. 1, 2. There are 4 E's, 1 B, a W, 2 S's, a T, L, N, 2 A's, 2 I's, R, U, D, as well as a Q, Taurus. Okay. So now I'm going to go on a shuffle of another deck, Taurus, just to give you some indication of a few additional things that you might want to consider surrendering or letting go moving forward. Again, Taurus, this reading is valid until the end of this year. Be sure to like and share if this reading is resonating, and subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. Okay, I'm going to select 4 messages here for Taurus. Spirit wants you to surrender your attachment to results. Understand that the formula for success is to really do all that you can to make things happen. Then simply let go of the results, because holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can certainly sabotage it. Surrender your desire to control people. Being overly controlling can certainly sabotage relationships. And to more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. It's important that you surrender resentments, okay? Because holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others, Taurus, for their shortcomings, and keep moving forward toward positive solutions in your life. And last but not least with these cards, surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. And when you pray from your heart, Taurus, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will in fact arrive. Okay? So in conclusion, I'd just like to leave you with a message from my postcards here today. A message, Taurus, that is important that you hear. Okay? So let's see where that message is, and we're going to go on and just read the postcard as it is written. Dearest you, there are times you get lost, but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar, but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much. So Taurus, this is a very welcoming message, okay? Again, be sure to like and share. Thanks a lot for viewing, and Send me over your comments. If you'd like to have a more personalized reading, you can definitely access my website, or you can contact me at the information identified within the description box. Have a nice day. Thanks a lot.